Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashlyn, the Eclectic Book Witch, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you guys the books that I am going to be reading, hopefully, for the month of July. How crazy is it that it's already July? My birthday is actually on the 12th of this month, so I'm excited about that. Speaking of my birthday, my husband actually pre-ordered me this book, Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, for my birthday as an early birthday present. I am currently up to chapter 11 and I am absolutely loving this so far. This one is about the main character's name is Ethan, and it flips back and forth between 1994 and present day. In 1994, Ethan was camping in his backyard with his best friend Billy, and the next morning he woke up and there was a slice in the tent that they were sleeping in, and Billy had just disappeared. There was no sign of him, nothing. So far this has all like the creepy eerie vibes that I want right now for a summer read, and I have a feeling that this will be another 5-star read from Riley Sager. So if you don't know already, he is one of my auto-buy authors, and I love his writing. The next book that I am reading is Space Opera, which I am reading in anticipation of its sequel coming out on this date. So this one, so far, I'm about 15% into it. It's kind of like Doctor Who on steroids, with a lot of music themes to it. So it's so far very fun, very fast-paced, and I'm definitely curious as to see what direction it will go in, because it's got like a space competition that it's talking about with the survival of the human race. So it's interesting and unique, and so I'm excited to see what direction this will be heading into. So the next book I'm going to be reading for the month of July is actually part of the adult fantasy book club I'm participating in, and we are going to be reading When the Moon Hatched. And I've seen this like all over Bookstagram, and I've heard some good things about it, so I'm really excited to get into this one because I have been loving my deep dive into fantasy reads, and I'm really hoping that this one lives up to the hype. Another book that I am planning on reading this month, because it is July and this cover screams summer, Beach Read by Emily Henry. I have actually never read Emily Henry before, but I know a lot of people love her books and her writing. Some books are more popular than others, it seems, and this always seems to be one of the top favorites, so I figured I would start with this one. And between the two characters, Augustus Everett and January Andrews, they are both authors, and they actually for a few months are living in neighboring beach houses and decide to help each other with their writer's block. They swap manuscripts, so I think this will definitely be an interesting read. I know in this one there's some heavy topics, so before you dive into this one, if you haven't read it, check for trigger warnings. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And then the next book is actually one of my books that I have listed for my 24 books that I want to read in 2024. It has been on my shelf for years, and I have wanted to read it ever since I first heard about it, but it's one of those books that I have found intimidating, which is why I have constantly put off reading it, but I finally feel like now is the right time to read A Little Life. From what I've seen online, it's either a you love it or you hate it read, and you're following 4 college classmates who are broke, adrift, and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune. So there's a lot to this book. I don't know all of the details. I haven't even fully read the synopsis because I don't want to. I kind of want to go into it blind and just experience it, you know? So if you have read this book, please let me know what you thought of it. Sans spoilers, I would love to know your thoughts on this one. So those are the books that I am planning on reading for July. Fingers crossed my mood reading doesn't decide to completely take over, because I would love to get to all of the books. So if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Instagram page, also under the name The Eclectic Book Witch if you haven't already. And be on the lookout for the first episode of What the Witch, which will be my new series of videos that will feature witchy topics. Happy reading and stay spooky, lovelies.